This is Simon Le Bon
He's Nick Rhodes and we're Duran Duran.
on Billboard.com.
With your bones in the throne, throw a shadow on the vine, but your lashes let it shine away. Yeah.
We wanted to make a very modern statement with the record, utilising some elements that we would have normally used in our sound to make it anyway. We brought on board Mark Ronson, who we were going to do a couple of tracks with on the album. They went so well after a couple of days that Mark said, I really want to do the whole album.
He realised that it couldn't be something which sounded as though it was made in the 1980s. Because what he wanted to do was to capture, more than anything, that spirit of adventure and experimentation.
He just directed a few simple things like that, and suddenly it sounded like Duran Duran.
Start through the forest, too close to hide. I'll be upon you by the moonlight side.
We like to play live shows. We've been doing it for quite a while now, and actually it brings us a lot of pleasure when we work together. We're a good unit, and it's that desire to want to create something new that drives everything and gets us to the next place.
What we're doing right now is choosing the themes that are going to be the major sort of visual things about the tour.
The visual aesthetic of the band is very important. It always has been. The album covers, photography, typeface on the label, anything that involved design. We're just interested in those things, in presentation, really.
Fight it out, not wild about it. Spare your seed judgments. Who says that part of our lives?
I think when it comes to bands getting exposure, particularly when they're new, it's always been a very difficult thing. You've got things like YouTube and you've got Facebook and you've got MySpace, but that's kind of counterbalanced by the fact that you've got so many more bands around at the moment. So that people have only got enough attention for so much of it.
I think as a band we listen to an awful lot of music, but we've got pretty broad taste.
There's no artist who you think, you listen to their record and you think, right, I'm going to go and do something like that. It just kind of gets added to your layers of inspiration. And then what comes out from you is kind of some of those inspirations plus what you bring to it yourself.
Well, A View to a Kill was a very significant song for us, not just because it did very well commercially, but because it was a James Bond theme. The James Bond themes had become quite prestigious. They were always special somehow. And so we wanted to blend Duran Duran with James Bond. And funnily enough, it is the only James Bond theme to have ever been number one.
We have been around for a long time, but that we still feel it's relevant. The only thing that matters is what you're doing musically now. You don't look back and let yourself kind of have to sort of live up to any of your past success or anything like that. You don't let yourself get self-conscious. You just concentrate on the music of the moment.
And you sway in the moon the way you
Brought to you by Billboard.com. Billboard.com.
Billboard.com.
Ha 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 ha.